Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do a very highly requested tutorial, which is the princess from Sleeping Beauty. It's probably one of my most favorite characters that I've made so far because she turned out much better than I thought she would. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. For more like these, please subscribe and check out my other videos. You can follow me on Instagram. My username is flyingmio, and if you want to share anything with me, be sure to put #flyingmio for me to check it out. And of course, do check out my other channel, MioMango, for more videos on my personal life. Alright, let's get this tutorial started. As always, you're going to start with a flesh colored piece of clay to form the head, some yellow clay to form the hair, and you're going to take a roller and go ahead and flatten this yellow clay into a nice flat sheet. Once your sheet is about 2 to 3 millimeters thick, go ahead and place the head near the edge of the flat sheet and roll the yellow clay around the head to form the base color of her hair. Be sure to remove all the excess clay with a blade or a sharp knife, and go ahead and smooth out any rough and uneven edges with your fingers or any clay tools. For her bangs, you're going to take another piece of clay and roll this into a nice flat sheet as well. And you're going to go ahead and cover the left part of her head. Once the clay is in the position that you like, go ahead and remove the excess clay and remove this clay from her head. To give her bangs some dimensions, you're just going to take that piece of clay, and with a blade, you're going to cut out small triangles along the bottom to form her bangs. I just cut out about 2 or 3 long triangles at the very bottom. Once you're done, go ahead and smooth out the edges and reposition the bangs back onto her head. And of course, it's going to cover just the left side. Right side of her bangs have this curl that kind of twirls up, so I'm taking a yellow piece of clay and I'm going to roll one side into a taper and roll the tapered end into a nice spiral. And I'm going to position the spiral on the right side to form the nice little bang on the right. The rest of her hair, you're going to take a yellow piece of clay and you're going to roll this into a cigar shape and flatten it out. And on one side of this clay, you're going to smush it down into a nice thin sheet. The thinner edge will make it easier to attach to her hair. On the thick side, you're going to roll this up. This roll will help form her luscious curls on the bottom. Now go ahead and attach this piece of clay to the back of her head. It's going to look natural at first, but don't worry, we'll fix this. With a blade, go ahead and remove all the excess clay. And of course, smooth out any rough and uneven edges, and her hair should look something like this when you're all done. For some finishing touches, you're just going to roll out some more pieces of yellow hair, and you're going to roll these into nice little curls. I rolled about 2 or 3 of these to form the curls on both sides of her head where her ears would be at. And this is going to give her hair a little more luscious dimension to it. Alright, now that her hair is all done, we can finally move to her body. So for her torso, I'm taking a dark pink piece of clay and I'm tapering one end into a sharp triangle. The triangle end is where it will attach to her dress. So on the very top, I'm going to cut out a triangle with a blade, and this is where I'm going to attach the rest of her body / torso at. So with a flesh colored piece of clay, go ahead and attach that to her nice top of her dress and remove the excess clay. Let's move on to the rest of her dress. So taking the rest of your dark pink color clay, and you're going to roll this into a nice little cone, and you're going to cut another V at the very top, and this is where the torso will attach to the dress. For the accents on her dress, take a pink piece of clay and roll this into a nice flat thin sheet. You're going to roll this as thin as you can. Once it's about 1 millimeter thick, you're going to go ahead and place this onto your cutting board, and you're going to slice a really thin ribbon out. And the ribbon is going to be about 1 centimeter or less in width. Now with a blade or an X-Acto knife, you're going to cut out little triangles all along the bottom. This is going to form the decorations all along her dress, so be sure to take your time to do this. When you're done, you should have one long ribbon that has nothing but a lot of triangles. Go ahead and wrap this little ribbon that you made along the edge of her dress. Remove any excess clay and smooth out the edges so it should look something like this. Now go ahead and attach the torso onto the dress. Give the dress a little more dimension. I'm just taking a clay tool and I'm adding little slits all along the bottom of the dress. That way it looks like the dress is kind of flowing a little bit. Alright, so before we attach the head on, go ahead and remove all the excess clay on the top, and you're going to take a pin and insert this into the bottom of the head. This will help give your clay figurine a little more support. And then go ahead and insert this pin into the bottom part of her body. For her arms, go ahead and roll out some more pink clay into a long thin snake, and you're going to have 2 of these since she has 2 arms. And you're going to attach flesh colored clay at the very bottom to form her hands, and just roll out any of the uneven parts. And of course, all you need to do is go ahead and attach the arms where her shoulders would be. Right, so your princess is almost done. You got the most basic parts done, so let's go ahead and move on to the smaller details. Taking a white piece of clay, I'm going to roll this into a long thin snake, and with the roller, I'm going to flatten this out and cut out 2 pieces. This is going to form the decoration along her neckline, and all I'm doing is lining up her neckline where the dress ends. Just make sure to take your time to make this area look nice and clean. And of course, you can give her a little gold necklace if you want. It's completely optional, it's hard to see it anyways. Now for her crown, I'm just taking some more yellow clay and I rolled it into a long thin sheet. And what I'm doing is cutting out this interesting design to form her crown. I first made a diagonal slit, then I went down parallel to the very center. I made a small dip/U in the center, and I just cut the rest off into a nice slant. I know it doesn't make sense, but make sure you make 2 of these and just follow the video. And once you put these 2 together, it kind of looks like a crown. So go ahead and stick this on the top of her head and just fold in the very tips, and now you have your Sleeping Beauty crown on her head. Alright, let's move on to her face. So I gave her some large, beautiful eyes that are very, very, very cute, and I'm highlighting them with some really nice white highlights, and of course giving her a very small petite princess mouth. And I'm giving her some eyebrows. They're darker color than her hair color, but I think it looks better that way. And I'm giving her a little bit of blush. And your character is all done. You can bake this in the oven. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. For more like these, please subscribe and do check out my other videos. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my username is flyingmio. And if you'd like to share anything with me, be sure to put #flyingmio so I can find it. I would really like it if you guys could check out my other channel, MioMango, for more videos about my personal life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck and bye!